So we're now recording.
We are now recording.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am also good.
Cute.
Cute.
You're cute, jeans.
You're cute, jeans. We just had a bit of a we just mouth popped at the same time. How exciting.
That's because we're so in sync.
We're so in sync
like
that our mouths pop. We just had a very harrowing experience. So the elephant in the room this week is E, the letter E.
The letter E.
That's it. Do we need to give context?
We will post a picture.
Yeah, go check out our
Instagram.
socials.
Yeah.
That'll give you all the context you need.
Exactly.
The letter E just
ruined us today.
She's not that bitch.
She's our
She's
new
a bitch.
arch enemy.
T.
T.
She's the Davina of letters.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's not get into Selling Sunset yet. That's for our special.
I know.
I have to readjust my bra, Ozzy.
That's okay. I'll enjoy the view.
Yeah, fair.
Because we all know I am much attracted to the boobs.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay. We should jump into it, right?
We should. We gotta get into it.
You didn't really say you had much to touch on this week, right?
No, I don't. I mean, the obvious, the actual elephant, Trump.
Oh, Trump with COVID. How exciting.
It is pretty exciting.
The man who spent months, literally 7 months downplaying it.
Yep.
I mean.
And here he is.
Karma's a bitch.
Karma is a bitch. And I don't want to say I hope he dies, but
I'm not saying that.
I do hope he gets really, really sick.
Yes. Just so that he takes it more seriously.
I agree. And I mean, we don't need to get into a debate of the ethics of wishing a fascist dead, but I would argue it's like wishing Hitler dead. So, you know.
Go off, baby.
But you know, we don't need to get into the ethics of all of that today.
That's true, we don't, because that would take hours.
It would, and we don't have. No, we don't. We are on a tight schedule. We've got to record 2 episodes today.
Yeah, it's
frantic.
If we sound frantic, it's because we are.
Right.
So do you just want me to start bringing stuff up?
Yeah.
Because you didn't have anything, right? Apart from Trump?
Apart from Trump, I have literally nothing. I've been out of touch this week.
And you'll always have Trump.
Well, I hope not.
First one, you know how we hated the movie The Gentleman?
I do know that.
Did you see the news about that?
No. Is there going to be a second one?
No, they're going to do a whole TV show. Starring,
that makes
that guy.
Sad. Which one?
One of them. I don't know.
Charlie Hunnam?
No.
In The Sexy Jumper, which was the only good thing about that movie.
No, I think it's,
Matthew McConaughey?
No. Hugh Grant.
Oh.
Who played this low-key homophobic character.
That's silly. I mean, of all of the people, I mean, that's probably because Hugh Grant's career is not really going anywhere these days. He's hit a bit of a roadblock.
I think this is like episode 4.
4.
And this is the 4th episode in a row where in the first 5 minutes you've destroyed someone's career.
It is. I mean, I don't want to say it's like my goal in life is just destroy other people's careers, but it is my goal in life to bring honesty.
So that's exactly what
to the world. So
you're not saying your goal in life is to destroy careers, but that's exactly what you're saying.
I mean, if that's what happens as a result of my honesty, then someone probably should have said it sooner.
Work.
So yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, the movie was not good.
That really upsets me, honestly. It really does. That was a really sexist movie.
Oh my god, and that's not even problematic as fuck, but also just not funny, not creative.
No.
Despite how much what's his face, the director, wants you to think it was.
Yeah, I think was it Guy Ritchie?
Guy Ritchie.
Ugh.
Who also fucked up Aladdin. And I don't want to hear any other opinion about Aladdin, Maddie.
I mean, I didn't actively hate Aladdin. I didn't think it was good, but I didn't hate it. Not like The Gentleman.
Go off, I guess. I just think the whole...
Is this our first disagreement?
No, I think we just agreed in literally the first episode. But...
Wow.
The whole one jump ahead?
One jump ahead of...
That entire sequence in the live action film, he fucked up.
I don't remember it from either the cartoon or the live action, so I will take your word for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, what else do I have? Yes, okay. You know how I was listening to the entirety of Britney Spears' discography?
I do know that. How much headway are you making?
I've only gotten through 2 albums. But her debut album was like fine.
Yeah.
Second
Hit me,
album,
baby, one more time.
yeah, that was kind of the only standout.
Yeah.
But the second album
Still a standout.
is like 11 out of 10, still slaps every single song on it.
My loneliness is killing me, and that song is like peak.
T.
So that's that.
It's true. But the song, do you know the song Me Against the Music?
No. Did you play it last week in the car on our way home?
No.
And you were like, wow, this is the greatest song of all time.
No, that was Do You Want to Come Over, which is the greatest song of all times. And you know what?
What?
Britney Spears could do all of the Beatles discography, but they couldn't do Britney Spears's.
I mean, you're actually probably correct.
I'm absolutely correct. She could totally do Here Comes the Fucking Sun.
You're right.
They could not do If You Seek Amy. Because the Beatles, all those white dudes singing about fuck me, would be, you know. I mean, honestly, it might be a work. It might be a serve. No, I take it back. I still don't think they could do Britney.
I don't think they could either. Womanizer.
Womanizer. It's true, and there's like barely any words in that, and they still couldn't do it.
I agree, to be honest.
I'm a slave for you. They couldn't do that.
I'm a slave.
You continue to be Britney.
I do.
Continue to kill it.
I mean, if we're going to talk about Britney, and this is our podcast, I mean, obviously, we have to bring up the whole
Free Britney?
I mean, yes, there's 2 major Britney things. Free
Well,
Britney.
what were you going to say?
I mean, free Britney, obviously. But secondly, do you think that's her real voice, or do you think that they've like made it higher with autotune and stuff?
I think it is her real voice, but it is tweaked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's a bit more rough.
Yeah.
But it is good. I think her real singing voice is probably good, but a little bit rough around the edges.
Okay.
And I think that they probably just tidy it up.
Interesting. There's like a whole conspiracy that she actually has quite a deep voice. And then like in the 90s, what they didn't, that wasn't the vibe they were going for. So they like made her voice higher with autotune, which is
because
why
she was meant to be like the young.
Yeah, she was like pop princess, whatever. Anyway, Shane Dawson did a really good video segment on it in one of his videos. Not that we like Shane Dawson. We definitely do not.
That was a bridge we crossed.
Yeah. With
last year?
I don't remember. Did time weird.
Time doesn't exist.
But if you're looking for a place where it's all just in like one spot, all the evidence. I mean, easy.
Work.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe that's what we'll do tonight.
The only reason I brought up my Britney binge was because the intro to the song Me Against the Music is wild.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm it might have that kind of low voicey thing you were just talking about, actually, ironically. Yeah. And you don't at all know what I'm talking about.
No, I haven't.
Where it just starts and there's like a weird voice. And it's like, all the people in the crowd, grab a partner, take it down.
I mean, what an iconic intro, but no, I've never heard that.
You're really missing out. That's weird as fuck. It's like, I can't tell if it's her voice or if it's a man speaking, but...
Well...
Wow, full circle. Can you believe? Also, I feel like we'll talk about Free Britney in another episode because we need to like actually research that and...
Free Britney, though.
Hashtag Free Britney.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know a little bit. I know, like, I feel like I'm confident enough with the information I have to be able to say Free Britney. But, you know.
Completely. And her dad's Trish Trash.
Yeah.
Trish Trash.
Trish Trash.
Splish Splash, motherfucker. Do you want to know the news that really, truly upset me this week? It was really, it's a little fucked up.
Oh, no. Please share with me, though.
They're making a sequel to the live-action Lion King.
I heard this. Okay, I did hear this. This is, are they basing it off the second Lion King?
No.
Oh, dear.
It's going to, and I quote, dive into Mufasa's backstory. You know, the one dead character.
Oh my God. So the Trump of The Lion King.
Oh, go off. Go off.
No, apparently Mufasa was actually based on Hitler, so
Work.
I mean that might not be true. Maybe it's just that one scene that
Wasn't
was
it?
World War II.
Isn't he based off one of the kings from one of Shakespeare's plays? What's the play that it's based on?
I don't know.
Work. We're just idiots.
Maybe. But no, you're right. The first one that came to mind was Hamlet, but that doesn't make any sense because it's got nothing to do with Hamlet.
You overestimate my Shakespearean knowledge.
I know enough about like 4 plays.
Oh my God, do you want to hear a really fucking embarrassing story that happened to me in high school?
Obviously, I do.
Literally, I think it was grade 11 or 12.
Mm.
And we were doing Shakespeare and we were doing that one.
Macbeth?
No.
Hamlet?
Maybe, but no.
What else is there? I mean, I can only think of that comedy one, which I assume is not the Midsummer Night Dream, Romeo and Juliet.
No.
Wow.
I'm stupid.
What other ones are there?
What? Okay, wait. Which one did you guys do in high school? Did you do
We
one?
did multiples, yeah.
You did multiple?
I've done all 4 of the ones that I just listed.
What?
We had to do one every year.
Why?
New South Wales schooling system is fucked. That's why.
Work. Othello.
Oh, we did Othello too. Wow.
Okay, well, it was very traumatic for me. And
Fair.
okay, so basically we were doing a class reading of the entire play.
Wow. Who are you?
I was the narrator.
You would suit a narrator role. I hope
Thank
you were
you.
the narrator of my life.
I can be for the low, low price of
Love.
your first child.
Okay.
Done.
Cool.
Let's shake on it. I am Donald Trump with The Apprentice. You're fired. Wait, did Boris Johnson do The Apprentice? No.
I don't know.
And what were that? Did Scott Morrison also do it?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
We can say that for sure. We don't need to research that.
No.
Anyway, back to my
That's
story.
Yeah.
We were doing a reading of the thing, the Othello.
Yep.
And there's a character called Iago.
I know. Iago.
Well, yeah, I know
Iago
you know,
with you.
but then maybe the listeners don't know.
Oh, okay. There's a character called
You dumb
Iago.
bitch.
I can't believe you would say that to me.
Are you
To
kidding?
my
The term of
face.
affection, and you know this.
I do. Continue. Sorry. Iago.
Iago, and I was the narrator,
Yep.
and I was reading out like the very first fucking page. I'd never even heard of Othello before. Like I'd heard of it, but never done any research or known any of the characters or anything.
I mean, why would you? Outside of
tea?
English class.
But I started to read it, and I called Iago Largo because I thought the I was an L. And this is like, I was in the literally the teacher.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Because I would look like an idiot. I was in the hard math English.
Oh, yeah. We called it advanced.
Yeah, I was in advanced English and I still fucked it up.
I love that for you.
Literally
honestly.
everyone went silent. And the teacher looked at me.
I mean, okay.
And one of the people in the class, PS, was like, "It's Iago." And I was like, well, I'm just going to go fucking die. Fuck.
I mean, at that point, you have a choice to either be like, okay, yes, I'm going to go with Iago and just pretend it never happened, or you just commit and go, yes, his name is Largo now.
It's Largo.
Yeah.
And I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that it's Iago from Aladdin either.
Is it?
Yeah, isn't that why he's called Iago in Aladdin?
I mean, maybe.
You know what's would be hilarious?
What?
If Shakespeare was Australian and a bogan.
I mean, Shakespeare was a bogan, but English.
Because Iago is kind of like, yeah, guy. Give you a guy, you know?
I mean, I don't think Australia as a colonized place existed when Shakespeare was around.
Tea.
So if it makes you feel any better, I've got a funny story about me mispronouncing things in English. Actually, I think it was in history. I'm not sure. Anyway, the point is, for some reason, when I was younger, I didn't know like what khakis were, you know, like the word khaki.
Wait, is khaki the color or is it the pants?
Both.
Oh.
Usually the pant is that color.
Okay, so it's a color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's also
It's
a
like
pant,
the greeny
though.
brownie.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is like, it's kind of like a hiking pant.
Finish your khaki.
Anyway, and I didn't know yeah, like I didn't know that was that word. And I always just in my head for some reason referred to it as kayak.
Phenomenal.
I don't know why. Anyway, and so one time I was in English class and I definitely feel I think it was history, and I definitely feel like I definitely don't remember the context, but we were talking about something and I read out a sentence and it was supposed to be fuzzy wuzzy khaki.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah. But I read out fuzzy wuzzy kayak. For some reason, anyway.
That sounds
And
like a dirty.
Everyone laughed. And
How
I was
mean?
like, I don't know why they're laughing. Anyway, I don't know. I definitely no one corrected me at the time. Someone must have said it to me later and I learned my grave mistake.
Oh, that's really embarrassing for you.
And I also do definitely remember that we had a prac teacher who was with us at that time, and he never called on me to read anything out loud again. So, yeah, thanks for that.
Wait, how old were you?
That was probably year 9. So,
Oh, bitch, I was fucking 17.
oh, that's really embarrassing for you.
Jesus.
That's year 12 for Queensland, isn't it?
I think I was 12. I wasn't 12. I was in grade 12.
Wow. Hecky.
I blocked out a lot of high school.
Same. Same.
Work.
I'm glad we got to fill so much time with personal stories.
Go off. Have you talked to anyone else about the movie we saw last week? We saw The High Note.
I told Olivia if she likes movies, she should watch it, and I told
That's like very broad. If you like films, watch it.
If she likes musicals, it's the Fuzzy Wuzzy Kayak.
It's a fuzzy, yeah, it is. And I'm not going to correct you right now. I'll correct you later.
Yeah, no, I told her if she likes musicals, she should go and see it. And I told Mum that it was a very good film, but I don't think either of them are going to listen to me.
It was very good.
It was very good.
It was like a good amount of cheesy and a good amount of rom-com and drama.
Honestly, the soundtrack from it is all I've been listening to this week.
Me too. And they
Very
made
good.
some like narrative choices that shouldn't have worked, but they did work.
You mean the plot twist at the end?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I personally didn't see that coming.
I absolutely did.
I don't know how I didn't, but I just...
You were too engrossed in Dakota Johnson being an icon.
When am I not?
And Tracy Ellis Ross.
She was amazing.
Truly.
It was overall a phenomenal piece of work.
T.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Highly recommend anyone who's listening to go and watch it.
Or one of you. We have
All
far more.
20 of you.
It's true, we do. We have like 20 people.
Hello, all 20. One of them is me. Sorry.
One of them is also me.
One of them is my mum.
Hi, Sam.
But that's still 17 other people, so...
That's true. That's impressive. We've done like this isn't a podcast that has guests yet or anything.
I know. Who should we bring on as a guest?
Well, our number one
Taylor
guest would be
Who were you?
I was going to say Julia Morris, the Australian comedian.
You're right. I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you were.
Taylor Swift is second, though.
Taylor Swift is second.
Because we have questions about her lyric choices.
Oh, very true.
Namely,
Mostly on
trust
Lover.
him like a brother. What?
Was that Lover or was that
Reputation?
Reputation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reputation and Lover, not the strongest lyrically.
Not bad. Definitely, I would say better than a lot of other artists, but there was...
You can say Katy Perry.
Well, I mean, I was thinking Kanye because,
Go off.
you know, as you do. But that was just, you know, because I was thinking about them.
Go off.
But no, I think I mean, if you compare it to like Red, all of the songs on Red were like
Top notch.
yeah. So
Toppy notch.
1989, fucking best album ever.
True, except Welcome to New York. That song can die a fiery death.
And also that one, That's How You Get the Girl.
I like that one.
Oh, well, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
What? And that's how it works. It's like a bop.
Is it?
Yeah, and she
I
does
mean-
weird vocal stuff like, girl. You know? It's iconic.
I mean, you've really just made it seem much better now.
I probably did. It's a little slow. Not slow. I guess lackluster compared to the rest.
It's kind of boring, yeah. Like, I don't care.
But-
I don't need an instruction manual written out. If a boy can't figure out those things for themselves, then...
Men can't even find the G spot. You expect them to find the girl? Get the girl?
You're right. What am I saying?
I also just made a straight sex joke, and I don't really know what happens in straight sex, do I?
I mean, don't ask me.
Go off. Okay. Okay, I already know you haven't listened to it.
Yeah, probably.
Blackpink's album.
No.
Ugh, 2 days ago it was released, and it's everything.
I believe you. Definitely someone said something somewhere about how it was really good, so.
Go off.
I mean, Ice Cream with Selena Gomez.
Ice Cream's the weakest one.
It's not really, yeah, well, I was going to say it's not really my vibe, but I can see that it was like fun. So, and then if that's the weakest one.
How You Like That is everything.
I believe you.
That one song with Cardi B is everything. Bet you would. Bet you wanna. Bet you wanna.
Do they do like most of their songs with celebrity guest artists?
No, there's only 2 on that one.
Oh, is it Selena and Cardi B?
Yeah.
Shook.
I wish it was Ari, not Selena, but that's a combo for another time, bro.
I mean, I understand, but I'm not sure that Ari could have like fixed the song, if that makes sense. Like,
I think she might have convinced them to go a little more, honestly, it's the only song on the album that's more pop than pop R&B kind of thing.
Okay. I mean, I think the lyrics are really weird. That's my main issue with it. They're just kind of a bit like weird. But I really like Selena.
You don't want to sit me like a slappy. No?
No.
Okay.
Straight sex, remember?
Ooh, wow. Macaroni in the pot. That's some wet ass.
I actually would like you to sing that entire song from start to finish right now. Go.
Oh, no, because then it's more than 10%.
Yeah, but you're the one doing it, so that means it's fine or something. I don't know.
Or something.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Why do you want me to sing Wet Ass Pussy?
Because
in its entirety.
You would be amazing at it.
We'll give you a private show later.
Good. You can demonstrate.
Ooh. Yes, I'll cook us macaroni, if that's what you mean. Ho.
That is what I meant.
Good.
You know I love my macaroni.
Okay, and I'm just going to recommend my top 3 songs on Blackpink, the album.
Right, sorry.
How You Like That, which was a single.
Okay.
And the music video slaps, and I want to learn all the dance moves, even though I can't dance, because it looks like it's fun as frick.
Remember that time we tried to learn all the dance moves to that Taylor Swift song, but also all of the songs from High School Musical when we lived in that place together?
I don't love that you said the word try, because we successfully did it.
You're right, to be honest. You're right. We did. Mm-hmm. Our midnight dance sessions were on point. We could have won Dancing with the Stars.
True. And in fact, we did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our own version of it, where it was just the 3 of us.
Exactly.
Chelsea, we love you.
Really, Chelsea. How You Like That, Bop. Bet You Wanna with Cardi B.
Cute.
Slaps. I think you would be very into it.
I believe you.
And I also think you would be very into Love to Hate Me.
I mean, I like the sound of that. That title intrigued.
They're very Ariana Grande Thank You Next album.
Thank you. Next. Speaking of
go off. What?
Oh, I was going to bring up the Demi Lovato and Max Elric thing again.
What?
That definitely is confirmed that they're split up, by the way.
Yeah, but I tried to do research on that and I was just really confused.
Well, I mean, Max Elric has... I'll actually link you a thread that I found on Twitter explaining...
I looked at it.
Oh, you did?
I did, and I was still fucking confused.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm definitely on Demi's side, to be honest.
Well, obviously.
He's saying a bunch of bullshit about how she was only with him for, like, publicity and stuff, but...
Him?
Yeah, because she wanted to, like...
Because he was a fucking worldwide... household name before he did Demi.
For sure, exactly. So he was saying, and he was like, because she's released this song and stuff about their breakup.
What song?
Oh, there's a song, I think, Still Have Me. I'm Still Me. I'm not sure. She only released it like 3 days ago.
I didn't know
and it was about their breakup. I mean, it was probably about their breakup anyway. And then he went on like Instagram Live and was like, I can't believe she's used me like this just to promote her new song.
Iconic.
Yeah. So...
I think you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Does it still
that
have
happened. Me? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that means she had 2 songs out on Friday.
Oh. What other song did she have out?
One with Marshmello.
No, there's definitely no marshmallows.
That was the other one she released, I think, on Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, no.
Because Still Have Me is...
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't listened to it yet. I didn't even know it was released.
Well, it was, and apparently it was about Mr. White Man and...
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So anyway, that was that.
Cute.
Oh, my tummy is like rumbling.
Rumble,
I don't know why.
Rumble. So it's October.
Spooky season.
Exactly. Do you have any spooky stories that you can share with the listeners?
The one that definitely immediately comes to mind is that time that we were driving around at night and we got into the fog of what's it called? Slaughter Falls. And then we like had a complete mental breakdown and had to turn around because we were like, we can't go to Slaughter Falls.
No, okay. Well, you just completely ironically slaughtered that story.
Did I?
Yes.
You should tell it then.
Do you not remember all the context?
I remember all the fog.
Get fogged. No, okay. So we were like really curious about the kind of supernatural history of Brisbane where we live.
I do remember this.
So we were looking up all of the stories.
Yep.
The online, like the creepypasta kind of stuff, all the stupid things.
Yeah. There's not much in our city.
No, there's not.
For,
like,
for all of you out there.
Brisbane, more like Boringsbane. Am I right?
You are right. I mean, no, you didn't pull it off very well, but you're still right.
Oh, wow. The brutality. That. Anyway, we found one story that was about Slaughter Falls, which wasn't too hard for us to get to.
No. Considering the name is like an easy jump.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like distance-wise?
Distance-wise, yeah.
Right. Well, that's
not like emotionally a psycho.
I mean, they're telling a good story.
And the story was like basically this waterfall back in the colonial times. A woman was killed by a man there.
I do not remember the entirety of the story. I do remember something about a little girl.
Yeah, and then the little girl never knew who the killer was never caught. So the little girl at nighttime stops cars.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I remember something about cars actually, but I don't remember.
Yeah, she stops cars and the fog rolls in and she looks through every window to make sure it's not her killer.
Wow, no wonder we were so scared.
I literally just got chills. I'm so stupid. I'm such a baby.
I don't remember the extent of that. I do remember definitely something about cars and headlights and the girl. I'm just picturing it now because it was like proper. When we went out that night, 100% fog just like randomly rolled
it was rapid.
We came
and then
in
it just
so
went
quickly.
away.
Yeah, we fucking shit
and literally,
ourselves.
I kid you not, we stopped right.
Yeah.
We were like, we need to find the directions to this place because we can't find it.
Yeah.
So we pulled over in the middle of like a forest.
I'm scared. This was like 3 years ago.
And then we look over and there's a sign that says Slaughter Falls Park. And we're all like, oh shit.
We're here.
And then the fog comes in, we shit our pants.
Yeah.
We zoom away.
Yeah, we didn't actually keep going any further. We just turned around.
Oh my God, it was terrifying.
It was
literally, I'm crying.
And my heart is racing.
I'm so dramatic. Look, objectively, we were just being stupid, but it was harrowing.
It was. That was one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me.
Honestly, same.
Like, definitely at the time. And it was like 2 a.m., so we were freaked out in general.
I don't even think it was that late.
Do you remember that same night? I don't think it was that late either. It just felt like 2 a.m. to me, who's the, early riser. Yeah. Well, we didn't have to go for the attack, but yeah. No, and do you remember that same night? We drove away from there, and I think it was the same night, and we drove the complete opposite direction. We went onto the outskirts of Brisbane, and then we were in like some housing suburb, and your car broke down.
I do remember this.
Is that the same night? Yeah.
It might be.
I think it was, and we were all like, oh my God, this is a terrible sign.
But then it started 30 seconds later, we were fine.
And you remember someone drove past us and
did
like
nothing.
your car had like stopped in the middle of the road. So we weren't even parked or anything. And then, someone came by and just kept driving. Yeah. That person was an asshole.
I guess. I'm kind of glad they didn't stop.
It's true. That would have been really scary too.
It would have been really scary. But do you remember what happened after that?
I don't know.
We were like, we're going to go back to college. and we're gonna convince one of our friends
Yeah.
that my car broke down
Right.
when we were on a hill.
Right.
And it started to roll down the hill and we couldn't do anything about it, so we had to jump out.
Was this Erin? Were we trying to
Yes,
convince Erin?
yes, it was. And we did that and we convinced her and she believed us. And maybe we were bullies. Some would say we were bullying.
Some would say we were just telling an entertaining story.
It's true. That was completely false. Look, it's not bullying if it's your friend, right?
I mean, like, you never let the truth get in the way of a good story. So.
Okay, Trump.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
My word.
Okay, I want to bring something up that I feel like you'll have a lot to say on.
Okay. You know I have lots to say about everything.
Same. The come to Australia thing.
Get fucked.
Well, I'll just leave then. Jeez.
Not you, everyone who said that.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I just feel like it really just shows like a basic lack of awareness about, about our own state of, I mean, firstly, politics in terms of how fucked up our own government is, but also like the bigger issue. So funny story.
Something not so chill happened last night.
Oh my God. The greatest movie from that, greatest line from that shitty movie.
Yes. Also Emma Watson.
Queen.
Yes.
Anyway, so something not so chill happened. Basically, I don't know, something happened with the recording. We're not entirely sure, but we're hoping it's still going to be fine and this is just us goofing around.
Yeah. Well, also, we think that a ghost cut the power to our podcasting
For
thing.
sure, because the bit that you probably won't get
Ever
to,
hear.
is that we talked extensively about ghosts and the Conjuring
Again.
series. Yeah, we continued on with that, and so definitely that was someone we definitely hit a nerve for some dead person somewhere.
Yes.
And they needed to stop us from airing the truth.
So
Probably means we should not follow the same plot line that we did before.
So we're gonna, I think, pick up where we think we left off.
Yes.
We'll see what happens. We'll figure it out.
We will.
We already talked a little bit about, well, I mean, we went into detail. We're going to talk about the come to Australia tag, hashtag on Twitter. After, wait, what even set it off in America? Was it the
It was something about Trump.
I think it was the Supreme Court replacing Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
It might have been, but I swear to God it happened after the
it was
announcement.
the debate.
Oh,
It was after the
that's
debate.
right. Yeah.
Because it was a bit of a shit show. I mean, Biden actually answered questions and stuff, but
True.
Trump was just a child. Oh my God, do you watch the news ever? Like,
No.
I think it might be Anderson
Never watched
Cooper.
Yeah.
CNN.
Mm.
He was doing, I think it was last election.
Yeah.
He was moderating Trump talking.
Yeah.
And Trump's being a baby, and he goes, "No offense, sir, but that's the argument of a 5-year-old." And Trump's response was, "Well, I didn't start it."
I do. I think I do remember
How
this.
iconic.
Yeah.
How hilarious.
I mean, case in point.
Trump's like the worst human in existence, but
Hilarious.
the absolute buffoonery that happens
Yeah.
just in one sentence of his is
It's true.
iconic.
I don't know if we talked about this last. No, we mustn't have because I watched it this week. The Comey Rule. Fucking fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like, I mean, obviously with dramatizations, there is a level of like exaggeration and such, but
that's what Google's for.
it's true. But I feel like they did a pretty good job, like truthfully bringing it to life. It was, oof. It was hard hitting. It was gut wrenching. It was harrowing.
Does it end so depressingly that I'm not going to want to leave the house for 5 days?
Well, it ends on kind of a cliffhanger. It ends with, you know how Comey he did those trials?
Yeah.
So it ends with him walking into those trials, but we don't actually get any information about what happened in them. But then the final kind of credit scene was saying that the FBI have found evidence that Russia are intending to meddle
This election.
In this
Even
election.
more overwhelming than last election.
Yeah, and it said that the current US government has made no I mean, A, attempt to stop it, or B, even like acknowledge that it's happening. So that's how it ended. Spoiler alert. I mean, it happened in history, so.
Yeah. That's literally everyone on Twitter already thinks Trump getting COVID is a distraction tactic for one, his shithouse debate.
It's true. Melania, what the audio.
Melania. Fuck Christmas. Who the fuck cares about Christmas?
I know.
How iconic. I mean, on a level, you have to respect Melania.
I mean, honestly,
she's a shit person.
She is.
And she's a shit person for allowing Trump to do the things he does and not just low-key suffocating him in his sleep.
I mean, to be completely honest, it definitely is like, why is it her role to organize the Christmas party or whatever? It's definitely a bit like.
It's true, but
ridiculous.
It's the irony of the Christian fan base saying that like Obama and Michelle Obama weren't Christian or respect Christmas.
Yeah.
And then it's Melania that's the one saying who the fuck cares about Christmas.
It's so true.
Who the fuck cares that children are being separated from their parents at the border?
Which is the main point, I suppose. Well, not I suppose. It is definitely the main point. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, just wild.
Definitely wild. Yeah. So a lot happened in Trump world this week. So it's definitely, I think, plausible that it's a I just hit the microphone.
Maddie just brawled with her microphone.
That it's a hoax, that he has it. However, I mean,
I think it's real.
It seems a bit, I think so. It seems a bit silly that he would like pretend to have a disease that he thinks doesn't even exist.
And it's also the fact that so many people at the Supreme Court nomination event already have it.
Yeah.
Which, super
apparently
spreader. Also, Trump fucking showed up to the debate late so that he wouldn't have to get tested.
Yeah, I did see that. And apparently he tested, I mean, we didn't learn about it until Friday. But apparently he tested positive on like Wednesday morning, so directly after the debate. And
he did a telephone interview with Fox.
Yeah, and
where he said, Hope Hicks tested positive. We're waiting on our results. I hope it's the negative.
Yeah.
What a piece of poo.
But he already knew that
What
it
a
was
piece of
positive.
poo.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
he went to like a rat. Well, I was his doctor who said that was true. So, yeah.
Honestly, just insane.
Yeah, but the part of the recording that cut out that we discussed was the come to Australia.
Oh yeah, we went on a tangent this time.
Yeah, we did. Hag, which is, I mean, quite frankly, what we said was that it was disgusting, and it shows a real lack of awareness from like general Australians about like not only our general refugee policy, but also our own state of politics, because we're not doing much better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Scott Morrison isn't Trump, but he could be.
See, I always say that Scott Morrison is if Trump was actually smart.
Interesting.
That came out sounding extremely dumb. But I mean, like, ScoMo is, I think, smart enough and self-aware enough that he can, it's kind of scary because he can be calculating.
This is true.
Whereas Trump, I feel like he's just an idiot.
He's definitely a puppet, a Russian puppet.
A Russian puppet, and also just like so narcissistic that he'll run the country in the ground and not care.
It's so true. But, you know, funnily enough, I mean, not funnily, the irony of it is that we're here being like, he's an idiot, puppet, blah, 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 except it's like worked, you know, like the country is divided completely.
Hardcore.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Sorry, I just had a flashback to when I witnessed the president of the United States refuse to denounce white supremacy and say to the Proud Boys, stand by.
That was the most disgusting thing, I think. He's done a lot of disgusting things, but to actively, I mean, to not condemn it is one thing, a bad, terrible, very, very bad thing. But then to like actively like take charge is like, wow.
That's just straight up like treacherous.
It is. I always wonder what the history books is going to say about Trump. Obviously, it's all going to be bad because history, in my experience, historians are critical thinkers. That's like their job. So they're not going to look back at Trump and be like, wow, he did such great things. But I wonder to what extent, you know, they're going to Are they going to make him out to be the fool that he is?
It's going to be interesting.
It is.
I still hope that he gets arrested the minute he's not a sitting president.
I reckon that's why he doesn't want to be not president.
That's why he wants another 8 years?
Yeah, that's why he wants to like stay president, is because he knows he'll get fucking arrested and his company will crash and burn because he's fucking broke.
Yeah. Do you think it's that, or do you think he wants to extend his... Because he was like... Because they can do 8 years maximum, right?
Yep.
But he wanted to do 12.
Terms. Yeah.
Because he didn't think his first term counted.
That's what he said out loud, but I wouldn't be surprised if like in his mind he's like, yes, I'm going to be president until I die.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Do you think it's more of a Puttanesque?
Yeah.
Not Puttanesca the pasta.
Well, because...
Putin-esque.
I mean...
Although now I feel like Puttanesca.
Yum. I'd be Puttanesca for my president.
Ooh.
No, but dictators don't say that they're going to be
a dictator.
Well, yes, but I was going to say the way they do the transition from just like a normal term sitting leader into in it for life is not them being like, I'm not going to be president, I'm going to be president for the rest of my life. They do it like, okay, we're just having another 4 years, and then it just like escalates from there.
Yeah.
So if Trump, for some reason, gets more than his 8 years, I can't see that being I
can't see that happening.
I can't see it happening.
Yeah.
But if it did somehow happen, he would be president till the day he died, for sure.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
Wild. Anyway, our country is also ignorant. Our citizens.
Yeah, that's true. We still went back to America.
And
human rights violations, fucking left, right, and center.
Yeah.
Especially in regards to refugees.
Yeah. And also, I think we touched on the fact that yes, mining, very much so. But also the Come to Australia thing was also kind of present the past 6 months because of the Black Lives Matter movement worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
But we also like acknowledge the fact that our
white colonizing government has almost sent Indigenous Australians to extinction. Yeah, for sure. Where did I read something somewhere about how there's only, I don't know, I don't want to say facts that aren't real.
No, it's a very
low
shockingly
number.
low amount.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much so. It was the first time I read it. I sent it straight to Nick, and I was like, this is disgusting. Can people talk about this, please? And when Black Lives Matter was happening in Australia, we had our own marches, which, by the way, our government tried to suppress. I know that happens in America too, but it did happen here. Our government 100% did not. We were in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, and they did not want to give permits to the protests, even though they said that there would be appropriate social distancing and such. And do you remember the general public was like, well, if I can't go to my wedding, they can't go to a Black Lives Matter protest.
It's not the same thing, Karen.
It's not the same thing at all. These things are equally like public health issues, you know? Anyway, what
it's the all lives matter people. All lives don't fucking matter until Black lives fucking matter.
It's true. It's 100%
It's not a fucking
true.
difficult concept.
It's true. I don't understand why people think it's like an either or.
Yeah, it's like
not
people
an
who think it's like people who think that feminism means hating men.
Yeah, for sure. Which it unequivocally
literally feminism
does
is
not.
just equality.
Equality, yeah.
I
see.
Also, I didn't mean to correlate race and gender there. I was just saying the ignorance of the groups.
Yeah, it's true. And it's pretty disgusting. I mean, I think it's really, when I look back at like media, for example, when I look back at media from the early 2000s, late 90s, I always get really surprised at how actually diverse it is, not in terms of LGBTQ. It's hardly ever diverse there, and if it is, it's pretty derogatory. But
yes.
But people of color, I find, interestingly enough, I mean, it's not great, but I think it's better than it happened in like the 2010s.
Yes.
So I think it's interesting that like, how did we go backwards? Like, what happened there? I wasn't old enough to.
Complacency.
Do you reckon?
I think, not majority, but I think a good amount of it is complacency. All of the white people and progressive white people like us, I think, just were like, well, we're already diverse enough, it's just going to keep going up. But no, it's not going to just keep going up.
Yeah.
It's going to plateau and then we're going to forget.
Yeah, well, then it got worse.
Exactly.
And it got worse. And now it's like you're hard pressed to get people of color in roles.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, especially in the news media and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It's wild.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Also, I have the facts, the Australian Bureau of Statistics.
Oh, yes. Go for it, please.
Says that as of June 2016, 3.3% of the Australian population is Indigenous.
Well, that's disgusting.
Which is less
disgustingly low, I meant to say specifically.
I think we all got that.
Okay, cool.
No, that's less than 800,000 Indigenous Australians.
That is like, that actually just makes me so upset. Like, wow.
It's crazy.
It's yeah. And again, the fact that people don't talk about it and they're like, why do people need to do BLM marches in Australia? It's like,
because we have more deaths in custody of people of color than America per what's
capita.
it called? Yeah. Not capita.
What is
capita?
I think so, because we've got a really small population in comparison. So,
yeah.
Like for one person to one person, I think. I'm not sure.
Percentage-wise, we're worse.
Yes. Wow. I didn't know that. That's...
Oh, really?
No, I didn't. But I also am unsurprised. We definitely do treat Aboriginal people and Indigenous peoples here.
It's true. And it's like, it's a, I think the old millennials, what's the generation before millennials?
Gen X?
I think that generation backwards and earlier, and like their parents, it's very much a cultural attitude towards people of colour in Australia that is horrific, and the casual racism and the casual jokes and it's something that, I don't know, it blows my mind.
I definitely agree, to be honest. It is I still constantly get very surprised at like when people make jokes about people of color or people who are LGBT. Like, you're a bit like,
it's literally 2020.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, shouldn't you have educated yourself on this by now? Like, but I guess the thing is that a lot of our education comes from being online.
Yeah.
And
also we surround ourselves with progressive people. Or not even progressive. It's not even progressive. It's just like the bare minimum.
It is the bare minimum.
Like, we surround ourselves with like-minded
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I only know, I think, one person my age that's not voting Labour.
Is it me? Because I'm voting Greens.
No, I mean like towards the left, like Labour, Greens.
Yeah.
I only know one person.
I can't think of any. Yeah. I mean, I also have a very small social circle, so.
It's also the same with me, I suppose.
Cluster, a small cluster.
Yeah, shut up. Wow, throwback to the first episode.
Yeah.
Love that. Can you believe we have 4 episodes and we're already able to throw it back to episode 1?
Wow, it's such a, what's it called when you do that? TBT, Throwback Thursday, but it's definitely not Thursday.
Oh, I was going to say Flashback Friday.
Wow.
Or
I think Flashback Friday is like from 2013.
Oh, wow. So just like Vin Diesel, I'm living my 2013 white girl Instagram fantasy.
You are, and I welcome that in my life.
Oh, cute. Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Should we, I feel like we should start doing our what the fuck of the weeks.
It's true. When we were discussing things before, we got into a whole hole.
Don't you love getting into a hole?
I do. That's one of my favorite things about a week. Anyway, we got into a whole thing about ghosts, and
oh yeah,
it was we definitely.
I'm too scared to get back into that.
Yeah, we can't get back into that. So this was a much more serious version of that. That other one was kind of funny. This one was, a conversation that, I mean, should be held between everybody. To be honest,
that's true.
Anyway, on to our what the fucks of the week.
What the fuck of the week
What the fuck
Okay, well, I'm going
of the
first.
week?
I think we're kind of in the groove that I'm always going to go first.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
I'm cool with that.
Okay, my what the fuck of the week.
This is where we got cut out last time, by the way. And then
Oh.
when we did, Nick was like, I have something to tell you, though. So I've been waiting on
Oh,
this
no,
one.
we're not doing that now. I apologize profusely.
Fine.
I didn't get to, like, the punchline of my what the fuck of the week.
Fine.
But the big thing we'll have to save for the next pod.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Rip to you.
All right. Sorry.
My what the fuck of the week, which I would like to point out, I said week and not reek.
I heard reek.
Oh, well, fuck you. My what the fuck of the week is, wow, I'm so self-conscious now. Anyway, it's people who skydive and the act of skydiving and the concept of skydiving.
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's fucked up. And what the fuck is happening in your brain to want to do that? And that is actually directed specifically at Maddie because I just found out like 20 minutes ago that she would be willing to skydive.
I mean, I'd be like 90% not willing, but 10% of me is like, I think I could. I'd be too scared that like my parachute wouldn't open. That's the truth of it. That's the only reason why I wouldn't do it.
Okay. Oh, also humble brag, she climbed Everest.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna do that in this one.
But it's iconic. You have to.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't summit Everest, okay, but base camp, pretty good.
Yes.
And the reason I brought that up was because the altitude of base camp is basically the same as the altitude of when you jump out of the plane for skydiving.
And I said, does she ever rest?
You brought it up because you just wanted to.
I just wanted to use my pun again. And also the fact I wanted to point out that it took Maddie an alarming 3 seconds to get the joke.
It did. I was like, no, I don't ever rest. And then when I said it out loud, I was like, oh.
He's being a dick.
I did it.
No, but the fact that she's climbed twice, right?
No, just we did a different hike last time.
Where did you do with your...
We still went to Nepal, but we did the Poon Hill trek.
Oh, that's right. And I said that sounds dirty.
I don't remember that, but that does sound like something you would say.
Poon. I feel like poon's a slur or something.
I think it actually, I think there's something that's quite similar to that in Australia that is a slur.
Oh, maybe we'll bleep that.
Okay.
We'll just Google it. We'll Urban Dictionary it.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, back to my skydiving what the fuck of the week.
I think you said reek again.
I said week.
Okay.
Replay the audio. Not really, just trust me, I said week.
Okay.
I don't understand skydiving. I understand that it's to get the rush of adrenaline that comes with plummeting to your fucking death.
Almost plummeting to your death.
Whatever, almost same fucking thing.
Simulating plummeting to your death.
Oh my god, okay, whatever. But there's so many other things you can do.
Would you do a hot air balloon?
Yeah, but that's going up, not down.
Okay, right. Sorry, yeah. So many other things
It's
you
a
can do.
simple matter of physics, Maddie. No, I mean, yeah, I'd do a hot air balloon maybe. That sounds also terrifying because...
What if the balloon pops?
If you fart, does it explode?
No.
But what if it catches?
The flame is above you. That's like saying would it catch if you were just standing next to a fireplace?
Well, would it?
No.
Oh.
I've tested this.
Oh, you filthy, filthy gal. Iconic.
We have a fireplace at home, so.
We love that.
Yeah.
No, and I think I have a little list of things that
Yeah, please.
give you a similar rush of adrenaline
Share.
that you could do instead of jumping out of a plane.
Right, go.
Things such as punching someone that you hate.
Trump.
Or that you like.
Wow, that one is interesting.
Punching someone.
You?
You want to punch me?
Maybe.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, you're an example of someone I like.
Oh, cute. I was ready to brawl. I was ready to throw hands.
Adrenaline rush.
Exactly. Yeah, so punching people, maybe public speaking.
Yo, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe recreational drugs. Safer for you than jumping out of a fucking plane.
I mean, sometimes.
I'm right. Also, such things as hardcore bondage,
Interesting.
anal sex.
Wow. Okay, we're really.
All of these things induce adrenaline.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah. Or that knife game where you put the knife between your
my
fingers.
God.
The worst that can happen is you chop a finger. The worst that happens if you jump out of a plane, you jump out of a plane.
You die.
You go kaput.
Oh my God, that would be pretty bad. That would be pretty scary.
your coochie ends up 6 feet under.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's technically true.
It is true. That's my what the fuck of the week is, what the fuck, why are you jumping out of planes?
Fair.
And
Very
that's all.
fair. So we're going to be doing that soon, you and I.
No.
Would you really never do it?
I don't think so, no.
Why? I mean,
Because I can just have anal sex instead. Or punch you. I'll just punch you instead.
Okay, all right. Well, that seems really fair.
Okay, and you've been teasing me about your what the fuck of the week for perhaps years now.
Not years.
It's been like 2 hours, but
Yeah.
I must know.
Well, mine comes to the story, as it so often does, which is when I woke up this morning, I looked at my phone to see what time it was, as I always do, and it said 10 a.m. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's so late for you.
It's so late for me. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so I immediately got up, even though I was still really tired. I was like, I have to get up. It's 10 a.m. This is ridiculous. Anyway, went out, did my morning things, and then it got to 1 p.m. and I said, oh no, 1:30, and I said to Mum and Dad, I was like, guys, it's 1:30, you have to go soon for the thing. So they had a shower because they were supposed to leave at 2. Anyway, so I went up to my room. I'm sitting in my bedroom, and then Mum calls me, and she was like, Madison. I said, yes, Mum. And she says, it's 1, it's not 2. I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, daylight savings started today. So that is Australian Eastern Standard Time now. So your phone must have changed over. And I was like, that's fucking wild. Mine was the only phone to do this, by the way. It was
Well, why do you have it set to Sydney or whatever?
I don't. Okay.
I don't believe you, but
this is the second part of the story.
Okay, go.
Is by the time when I was, because I was on my phone, so it said on there 100% 2 o'clock. I answered the phone with Mum. She said, you're an idiot. Your phone is wrong. I hung up and my phone had changed time. That's not a lie. I didn't go even into my settings. It just automatically changed while we were on the phone. So the second part of it is it's listening to me.
There's a lot to unpack here.
There's a lot to
One,
unpack.
I like that you freaked out and you immediately made sure to freak out the rest of your family.
Where?
With the time.
Yeah. Well,
Like, quick, you're going to be late.
and then there was a whole hour of they'd had a shower. They were ready to go by 2 and they were like,
That's so fucking funny.
what do we do now?
And the other thing is that I think I know what happened.
Yeah.
I think you don't have location services on.
No, I don't.
But to be on the phone, your phone has to connect to local towers.
Yes.
So I think when you were on the phone, it connected. It located you.
Oh,
Essentially.
that makes sense.
It was able to locate you because nothing else can locate you because you have all your location services off.
Huh. Wow, I can't believe you just. I definitely thought the government was spying on me. So
I mean, they definitely are, but I don't think it has anything to do with this current issue. You know?
I don't think they were like, "Fuck, her phone is wrong." She knows.
Yeah, she knows. She's onto us.
Yeah.
You're like sitting at your computer hacking, and you're like, "I'm in. I know their secrets.
Me.
They're trying to make me go crazy."
Yeah, well, I felt like I was, especially when I woke up this morning and I was like, why is it so late? Because it didn't, the light wasn't appropriate for 10 a.m. anyway, so.
The light wasn't appropriate for 10 a.m.
Well, it wasn't. It was too light still.
Make sure to stick around next week for more important statements like that.
I mean, yeah, well, it's true. Anyway, so my what the fuck of the week, my recommendation is double check that shit, okay? Otherwise you go and fucking tell your family that they got to leave when they don't.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So in my second what the fuck of the week is just turn location services on for your clock.
Fair. I probably should do that. Wow. But why would it change? Like, why would it?
Because your phone to call people has to know where you are.
No, sorry, but why would it change to daylight savings time? Because that's just Australian. Maybe I do have it set as Australian Eastern Standard.
I feel like you have it set to Sydney or something.
Maybe I do. I'll look at that later. I don't need to look at that right now.
Well, that was a wild ride for many reasons.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my family. I love you. I did not mean to do you like that.
I think she absolutely meant to stress you out. She actually, before the podcast started, said, I wanted to stress out my family.
Yeah, Nick.
And I said, wow, that's so mean. That's almost like leaving spoiled soy milk in the fridge for them to drink.
It's almost like what we did to Erin.
Ooh. Do we have to bleep her name?
Why?
Well, because I feel like you meant to ask. No, fuck it. What are your social handles? The last 2 minutes is just going to be chaos.
Always is for us.
That's true.
It's Lady Alice 101 YouTube. I do cute little movie reviews. Or you can follow me, same handle on Twitter, and Instagram. Nicholas?
Is it just those three?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to follow the podcast, you can follow us at WTFIH Podcast
Cute.
on Instagram and Twitter.
Adorbs.
I'm not going to lie, our Instagram's kind of popping a bit more than the Twitter. Posting cute, fun vids.
Yeah.
But if you want to follow me personally, I am at NIC_sushi on Twitter. Adorbs. And I feel like we ended up doing a full hour anyway.
We did, but that's because we also aren't now recording our second episode.
It's true, but they don't need to know that.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Although you should be excited for our next episode because it's something we haven't done yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only done 4. It's not like that's hard. But yes, we're excited.
We are excited.
Okay.
All right. Bye,
Bye,
Nikki.
Maddie.
Bye.
That was fun.
Bye.